Afternoon baseball now on a lazy Sunday afternoon at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Ought to be a good one here between the San Francisco Giants and the Chicago Cubs. It's Cubs baseball on the show. Next, Jon Lester, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, Matty, he's having a fantastic year. An ERA of under 2. You're going to have to pitch real well in this one to keep that ERA as minuscule as it is.
Hit to third. There's Baez. Throw too late, and he's on with an infield single to open up the ball game.
And you know, any way you can get on base, you just take it. Here he just puts the ball in play. Doesn't hit it all that hard, but he's able to leg it out at first base, and he's on to start this ball game.
Joe Panik will stand in, and you can see that surprisingly he hits better versus left-handed pitching than he does against righties. Lester sets. First pitch on the way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Fowler comes on now, and he has it one down. Hunter Pence gets his first opportunity now. Runner at first with one gone.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate that the number 2 guy couldn't.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. Around third, here's Span for the plate. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first. And Pence is in at third base with a triple. Brandon Belt will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Brandon Crawford will stand in, and as you can see, the numbers away from home has been much better once he gets out on the road. Already pitching from a deficit here as he fires this one by him for strike 1. 0-2 now as Crawford comes up empty on that one. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Matt Cain gets the start for San Francisco in this one. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, if you take a look at that whip, you can see he's been struggling all year long. A lot of base runners.
Well, there you see Dexter Fowler as he'll be the one to commence the action in the bottom half of the first. On the ground to the left side. Gillespie is there and reined in one away. Jason Hayward will stand in, and as you can see, he's had troubles here in his own ballpark. He's much better away from home. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Eric Karros, this Giant ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, and they've been playing well these past few ball games. They come in winners of 3 straight.
And this is a battle of 2 first-place clubs here. Maybe even a couple of clubs that might meet again come October. Who knows? And this is going to be a good one.
Over now is Pence to make the grab. 2 away now.
Batting third,
Chris Bryant gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Throw to first in time, and you got a question. Angel Pagan his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Up top, it's 2-0.
2 balls, no strike.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Lester's ready. 2-1 on its way. And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now.
And maybe it's that constant threat of a bunt that's got him a little off all of a sudden. But this is definitely not a guy that you're going to want to put on base for free.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And this is lined right back up the middle. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
And that ball is rifled at him that time, and it just about took him into left field. But somehow he gets his glove down there and makes a nice play.
Here's Connor Gillespie. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
And if you're not careful, this is the kind of guy that can run off 6 scoreless innings against you from here out. So that first inning run isn't something you can bank on holding up.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Trevor Brown into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, with 2 outs and nobody on, the best way to make a team pay for hitting you is to come around and score. Let's see what they can do.
Matt Cain is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, you know, sometimes it's that natural tendency to let up just a little bit when you're facing the opposing pitcher. You know he's not going to do much damage, but you got to get refocused here because you do not want to go 3-0 to him.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Bernard Span is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one.
And in a spot like this, first and second with 2 away, that's where he's at his toughest on the mound. He'll bear down and start finding the corners of the strike zone. Makes it very hard for you to score runs off him.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Giants leave a couple who played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Leading off the inning, Anthony Rizzo, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 0-1 on its way. That's lifted the other way out to left. Pagan has a read on it. He's got it 1 away.
This crowd oohs and ahs every time this guy hits a fly ball. But he didn't get all of that one, and it's pretty much a can of corn.
Ben Zobrist will dig in now. He's got that average up over 330 to begin the ball game.
And that is huge for him, too. This is a contract year for him, so he'd love to take those great numbers straight to the negotiating table.
Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike one.
Well, he's gotten away here early with leaving some of these pitches out over the middle of the plate, especially to start some of these at-bats.
And he falls behind 0-2. Chopped at the plate. Throw over to first will take care of him, and it's a good start to the inning for Cain. There are 2 away.
This is a pretty simple play for a catcher right here. It's a nice pitch, and it looks like he might have chopped it right down off a home plate. You can see the catcher get out of his crouch, take it on one big hop, and then just make the good strong throw to first to get him easily.
Addison Russell will stand in now, happy that this series is at home, no doubt, as you see his splits right there. He's ready. Here's the first offering. That's yanked into the stands. Strike one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Ready on 1 and 2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Still 1 and 2 as he fouls it away. And here's a ball hit in the air. Panik onto the grass. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. A good inning there for Matt Cain. Still working on a 1-0 lead. Joe Panik is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Second baseman, Joe Panik.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Hunter Pence strides into the box, and let's see if he can keep it going after the RBI triple his first time up. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Fans, it's still only May, but summer will be here before you know it. So there's no better time than the present to make sure you'll be part of the action this summer with a full or partial season ticket plan. Don't miss out. For information, stop by any stadium window and say hello to one of our friendly ticket agents.
Lester into his motion. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. 1 and 2. Here it comes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Now that'll be a frustrating at-bat for him. Now, he's got to be thinking he let one get away there because, that's a pitch he should have been able to handle.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. Into the seats, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. And another foul ball.
Participate in Join the Major Leagues at Your Library, a new program developed by Major League Baseball and the American Library Association to help people of all ages build 21st century literacy skills and ensure success in today's ever-changing information age. For more information, visit MajorLeagueBaseball.com.
Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Bryant is under it, and he makes the catch for out. Javier Baez will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
First pitch of the at-bat. Out in front of it, strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Squares around and drops down a good one. Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning. Striding into the box, David Ross. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Throw over to first. A dive, but he's back.
Just checking.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball one.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Who pulled the string and had him way out in front. A ball and a strike. Over to first is Kane. And late reactions, and they got him. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Left side. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner. John Lester comes to the plate, possibly receiving a bunt sign in order to stay out of the double play.
Yeah, and everybody's got a different opinion on this situation. But in reality, it really comes down to how the pitcher is with the bat in his hands and what he can do.
In there, a base hit. And the throw will go to second as they get the force out.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you, if I had a base hit taken away by a runner getting forced out by an outfielder, well, you'd have to put a straitjacket on me because, you know, I didn't get many hits. That's just a really bad read right there and a real waste of a base runner.
A 1 pitch on its way. Swinging a soft liner. Over to Crawford at the bag, and the force play will end the inning. So it's no runs on